Hi guys, Potato Mug Whiskey back here with another episode of Let's Play Lethis Path of Progress. So let's jump right into things. Now, what I've been doing so far, that piece of flour should not be there. So I spent a couple months of the in-game time, not in real time. My goodness, that would be strange. But a couple months in-game time looking around, getting my bearings, because it's been a few days since I managed to play this save. I was kind of busy with other things, and I think the first thing we're going to do is get rid of all these elite houses because we are going to start building new ones. And we're going to want to build them all the way over here against the wall. I think we're going to want to do some sort of pattern like this. Not 100% optimal, but it's going to do the trick for now. I think we're going to do double spaced. Oops, it should be double spaced. Double spaced like this. Oh, that is wrong. We're going to just do one row right now and then expand it. I think 8 is a pretty good number to get started with. Boom. And now we need to build the things that they're going to want. So let's get started. We're going to want a road that goes like this. And snakes down like here. We're going to want to put roadblocks on these sections and get rid of this stuff for new buildings. Oh, get her out of the way. I wish there was a way to see through this. There is. Okay, so we've gotten rid of all that. Alright. Let's wait for our new residents. I think the first thing we are going to need though is a tax office and a maintenance office. Here we go. Oh yeah, and then that should do that. And go, do your things. And we'll wait for these citizens to move in. I think we'll just get rid of these for now. Oh, let's see here. Colonization of the Blue Island. Wilhelm IV just initiated the Blue Island's colonization. This island was recently discovered by explorer Calvin Nemo. All of Lethis' citizens assembled to construct a new city on these uncharted lands. Less migrants to settle down in your city. That's kind of bad timing, unfortunately. But we will make do. Have a look here at our employment. Oh, our employment seems pretty fine. So one thing we're going to want to do is get some beautification going for these guys. So I think hedgerows are the sort of norm. The par for the course option, in my opinion. And then on the corners, we'll put these little bushes. Let's see here. They need access to food. Now, I do believe it is a emporium that delivers goods to these guys. Here it is, emporium. So we're gonna put a emporium over here. That'll do. And get a nice road up to it and put a couple roadblocks. 1, 2, 3. Make sure we can see through that. Yep, roadblocks. So this should kind of limit where he goes to. Yeah, he should. This seems like a good pattern. Okay. Isn't pretty enough. So they need access to a cafe. At least take up some room. See if we can sneak that in there. And get rid of this. Put a new roadblock here. Nobody works in this building. Cafes are run by automatons. Okay, so we need to make some automatons. And here is an automaton factory. So we'll just throw that down. Okay, let me try and remember. I believe it is iron mine, and we will snake that over. I believe iron mine is the first part of the pipeline. So let's change this to accept iron. Accept some, oh, I think 2400 is a good number for that too. 2400 iron, just in case we run into a buffer problem. Then we're going to throw down one of those, and then we're going to need a blast furnace. So we need 10 more workers, so let's get a herbalist going. Let's see. Herbalist. Requires a greenhouse, which we can plop right there. That's like, feels like a nice spot to me. And wait a minute. There is a distinct lack of maintenance patrols here, which is not good. But there should be maintenance patrols now. And then we're going to need a distributor of herbs. So, unfortunately, this house can go, and we can drop down an herb distributor. Well, I think Americans say it herb, or someone says it herb, but I know in Ireland, where I'm from, we say herb. Like the name herb. So oh, that's awkward. This building needs steam connection. That means that needs to go down here. Well, let's delete it and set this factory to accept up to, had to put a cut in, that's just the way it goes, but we're going to full steam ahead, no pun intended. Pop out this down to 4000 iron, and then this should clear out pretty soon, and we will run a road over here. Not working at its maximum, needs steel, needs steam, that's fine. This is going to start clearing out, and some iron should start making its way down from here. We have no capacity. You can accept, let's call it, 800 iron, and you down here, you're going to want to actually get to that amount. We want this to be sustaining our production, not working at its maximum because we're missing workers. This has not gotten around to upgrading yet because there's no place. Oh my goodness, this needs to refuse. This needs to empty out its steam. That's terrible. I accidentally let this get filled up with steam. It's pretty bad. Let's make sure we turn refuse on to everything else. Refuse, 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 and refuse, 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 refuse. Probably some of you saw that happening maybe an episode or two ago. I didn't see it happening because I'm a dumbass, but you know, there you go. Let's see, needs medicine from the herbalist, so pretty soon this should unload. So the herbal stalker should go and get some herbs, right? Needs medicine from a herbalist. I need more workers. We'll give it some time. Once this is filled out, it should, let's see. Founding Hamkirch. The Emperor plans to make land ready for building gold mines at Hamkirch to establish a strong industry of jewelry. This project has been consigned to the world-famous urbanist Archibald Ninian. Hamkirch has been connected to the trade route. I don't know how to say it. I'm going to try a few different ways of saying it. Hamkirch? Let's see. You you should get some refusal, and you should get some fish. We're working on it. He's making automatons. Cafe is going. Oh, okay. Why haven't you picked up some herbs? What does this set to? Oh, you shouldn't accept 7,000. I think 1,200 acceptable. So why haven't you picked up? Well, this is a newspaper kiosk. I am a double dumbass. That was not a herbalist. My goodness, probably people screaming at me in the comments already about that. Let me just double check now that I haven't screwed myself with walkers. Newspaper kiosk. So these guys do. Well, I don't think they need a newspaper, do they? So these guys need more types of food before they can get upgraded. I think this is a good enough level to leave them at. For now. But our worker shortage should go away pretty soon. There we go. Cleared out that worker shortage. These guys need more food. Have you distributed? Okay, so they need a second type of food too. So now would be a good time perhaps to expand our food industry. Get this road and pull it down. Grab some production buildings. I think, I think we will go for 4 wheat farms with, let's see here. You're set to accept up to 1,200 bread and accept up to yes, 1,800 seems like a good number, a good share number. Oh, that's not what I want. I want you to be down to 2,400. Might have to build another granary over here just for short-term food storage. But we are definitely going to need a pair of mills and a pair of bakeries, perhaps even more. But for now, that should do the trick. We were just building 2 bakeries and we still had a worker shortage. So let us go over here, and I believe these guys wanted utensils, and we have utensils funny enough to distribute to them. So break out those utensils from this shop, and I believe this is the guy. Yep. So we should get a bunch more people living in our homes pretty soon. Cash flow is not looking amazing right now. We are making more tax than salary, so that's good news, but things are not perfect yet. We are trying to get a second stock of food, which will happen once these farms are done, and unfortunately, and I could be wrong on this one, but this harvest might not be as big as it should be. Oh, what are we exporting? We're still exporting food. That's a good thing. Always want to be exporting whatever you can. It helps. The environment isn't pretty enough. These guys, they just need more food, which, you know, we are in the process of achieving. I think it would be pretty reasonable to speed up the time here while the food gets baked, and then maybe set this granary over here to get 2,400 food. Seems like a reasonable number. So anytime there's bread over here, that food should get transported. Our supply lines are a little bit long for some of these materials, but I don't think that's a big deal. Once the supply lines are consistent, there shouldn't be a big problem. Now we're gonna have to monitor this wheat to make sure that we don't get any sort of, what's the word I'm looking for? Overflow? Like backups. What's it called when like you're like pipeline clogs? Like we don't get a production clog. I can't think of the phrase, but basically when you don't have enough throughput, that's the word. We want to make sure that our throughput of wheat to flour to bread matches perfectly, and this is something we're going to have to monitor next harvest season. If there is still wheat left in this granary around about the time these guys get their next harvest out, then we know we need more windmills and more bakeries. But I think we've got the right ratio. I think it's 2 farms per windmill and bakery is the good ratio. I think once we get these houses to upgrade once, we are going to do a little bit of a cut to the next episode. Unfortunately, I didn't get a smooth and solid episode out like I was hoping, but you know, that's just the way things are. A building just collapsed. That is non-optimal. That was the storage of all our food. So we're going to have to maybe rethink this particular roadblock and put it over here and make sure we erase these houses. Yeah, I think that makes more sense. Yeah, now we have guaranteed coverage, and we can rebuild that granary and set it to refuse all except for fish. There we go. That should fix that problem. Kind of a bummer that happened, but you know, we've got it fixed. Oh, come on. Don't do that. Don't do that. That's not right. You shouldn't do that. Don't walk all the way around to the top corner. That's just wasting walking time. Dumbass deliveryman. And I think for now we're gonna drop our exports down to 800 until we rebuild our fish stock, because we kind of depleted our fish stock, which is not good mood. I think we will turn this one on too, just for the added safety. Alright, so we officially have enough food to distribute, so we're going to set these guys to accept. This guy should run out. Here we go, food supplier. Nice. So he's going to go pick up some of that bread and start giving it to these houses. And they should, fingers crossed, all things, you know, working out for us, they should upgrade to the next tier. I'm going to put a nice little cutesy forest here. Maybe a couple of fountains. Yeah, how about this? Little trident fountains. And some 2x2 hedges. Oh, they're upgrading. They are upgrading. Needs more food. So we didn't quite get enough food to get them all. The building just collapsed. Oh no. This was a warehouse, and I don't remember what it was containing. Yeah, I'm having some unfortunate luck right now. Oh, you know what I should have done? I should have put a roadblock here, because the patrolman doesn't need to go this way. So, let's have a look here. Yeah, that should be covered. I think what we will do for safety, though, drop another warehouse guy over here. Rebuild the storehouse. Let's see. I want you to accept... refuse everything except for alcohol for now. Unfortunate. Unfortunate. But, you know, c'est la vie, that's life. It happens. Happens. Let's see here. They need garments. So how do I even get garments? Can I trade for them? Or are they made from silk? Let's see here. Sand mine, glazery. So I assume it's got something to do with the silk farm, which I believe is fed on barley. So we're actually going to need some more of these barley farms. So we're going to drop down 2 of those and 1 of those, and Taylor, please tell me you don't need steam. You don't need steam. And now you're going to need to go down to, oh, let's say 2400 beer, and you're going to need to start accepting this. Let's say 1200, and then accept garments, say at 1200. Then we're going to want to set this guy. We're going to want to lower some of these numbers. I think 1200 is the sweet spot for accepting things. So you definitely want to refuse everything like that and get 1200 of these garments. We set to refuse for everything else. Yep. Okay. Alright, let's go to max speed while we wait for all this stuff to happen. Build additional houses. Yeah, we're pretty short on workers, but that worker shortage goes away more or less once the farming is done. Let's see. Yeah, there's a little bit of wheat left, but I feel like this confirms that one windmill for every 2 wheat farms and 1 bakery for every windmill, right? Oh no. I think our flour is backed up like crazy. Maybe? We'll see. Tell you what, we'll let this place accept flour. We'll say 1200 flour. And then we'll see how that goes. Yeah, our flour is backed up. I think we are going to need 2 more bakeries. So I think it's a weird kind of 2-1-2 ratio, but that should clean out our backlog. And yep, we've got some upgraded houses. Oh, you moved out. Why did you move out? I think I might have a bit of an inefficient design here. We will see though. So has any garments arrived? There have been garments making it way over here. We've got 100 so far. More in production. Excellent. We definitely need more workers though. So I think it's about time that we start thinking about wrapping up this episode. But I think the first thing we're going to do is get these guys to accept and take some food. Get these houses upgraded. Get a few more migrants. Medicine from the herbalist. I think that's more or less going to do it for this episode. I want to thank you guys for watching this episode, and I hope to see you in the next one. Let me know what your thoughts are on this level. Let me know if I'm doing anything wrong too, because I might have missed a couple of things while I was playing here, and you just probably heard my wrist cracking, but that is the end of the episode. So see you next time, buddies.